What is up with it? Today we are going to be watching another video from the replay video. This time it's going to be Bonnie versus Reiju. This is again going to be high ladder. Both of these players are about 3 billion bounty, which is around top 100. Interesting matchup. We're going to go ahead and see something that's typically considered a little difficult for Reiju, but we do have a pretty crazy hand with Stage, Porsche, Ichiji, Black Maria, and a 2K, whereas the Bonnie also having a pretty decent hand with a 2K, the Rosinante, the Cavendish, the Tashigi, and then Carrot is for sure going to be an MVP in this matchup. I believe both players chose to keep, with the Reiju going first. Let me know what you guys think of these replay videos. I'm posting 2 today, the first one being the Caesar Clown, the second one will be this Reiju. They're obviously still debugging stuff, so if you guys don't like it while they're still trying to fix things, let me know and I won't do them until it's working a little bit more seamlessly. But this is a phenomenal feature. I'm so excited about it, and it's going to allow me to make a lot more videos for you guys because it's going to be so much easier for me to access high level replays. But let's hop into it. But please let me know in the comments what you guys think. Okay, so interesting that we decided to stage discard Black Maria. I would have expected Sora instead. Unfortunate that we don't get to see the top 3, but I think we'll live. So just going to go ahead and play out this Rosinante and pass. This can be punished by an Ichiji, so I'm not sure I'm really in love with playing this so early, but it's okay. I kind of wonder what we will cheat out with this Porsche. We're just going to go ahead and play the Ichiji, and it looks like our leader effect drew us into a Reiju. Okay, we're going to go ahead and swing 8, feel great. It's going to take just a moment for it to upload what's in the hand that we got from life. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with a Sanji. We'll go ahead and stage pitch a big red to grab a big red. We'll go ahead and start by swinging 5 with Porsche, which will then rest our leader. We'll go ahead and swing 5 with little red. It looks like we countered both of those swings. We'll go ahead and trash little red to bring out big red. We'll draw a card. Oh, okay, so a little bit of glitching going on here, unfortunately, but we know this red is on board. And it looks like we were able to chopper. Also, we know this stage is rested. So again, this is a work in progress. Give it some time. It will certainly get better. And it's gonna be phenomenal for the community. So we're gonna go ahead and swing 6 at the Porsche. We're going to go ahead and freeze what I assume is the red with the Carrot after countering the Porsche. We're going to go ahead and play Little Pink. Little Pink will bring out Big Pink, which will draw us 2 cards, and then we'll draw 1 off leader. Draw 3 feels pretty good if you ask me. Swing 5, they will go ahead and counter. We're not trying to get rushed down, especially when we don't have access to Kid yet. We'll go ahead and swing 6, and we'll take that one. We'll go ahead and play Little Blue. And yeah, this is exactly why I wasn't a huge fan of playing out the Rosinante when we did. It's just so easy for this. Like, most of the time, this deck is not going to get any value from the Niji. And also, this big red is just going to be perma-frozen, I think. Unless we're able to find another one. If we're able to get out another one, then we'll be able to reduce this and then swing over it. Okay, so when we swing 8 at the Porsche after we block the swing from the Carrot, we'll go ahead and let the Porsche die to the 8 swing. Seems reasonable to me. We'll go ahead and play out the Sanji, which will go ahead and grab us a Judge, and we are full on Dawn. 3. I'm actually a little confused. Are we not playing out the Judge? I thought for sure we'd be playing the Judge. But we're going to swing 8 at the Carrot, and then we're going to go ahead and swing 8 at the Carrot again. And we're going to double protect the Carrot. Deciding that the Carrot is the most important thing to us currently. We drew Kid, which admittedly makes dumping our whole hand to protect the carrot feel a little silly, if I'm going to be completely honest. But, you know, Kid, you know, can be reduced by Ichiji, and a lot of these deck lists play Gamma Knife now, so it's not unoutable. So maybe we didn't want to play into it. And we're gonna finally get another damage versus this this Reiju, and I believe this Ichiji is still frozen on field. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and swing 6 at carrot. We're gonna let it die this time because we have no counter. Still not playing the judge. I'm genuinely very perplexed about this situation. I almost feel like this judge is not actually in their hand. Because I can't really think of any reason why we wouldn't have just fired it off. Judge being an exceptional card versus Bonnie for a few reasons. First of all, you get to flood the board with all of your good stuff. And second of all, Judge being able to rest a Dawn. So kind of blocking that Bonnie leader effect. So I'm a little perplexed about that, but we'll see if this judge ever gets fired off, or maybe this is a visual glitch, but that would be a weird thing to have glitch. Okay, so here's the judge. I guess maybe they know something that I don't. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you can think of. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and bring out the whole gang, I would imagine. Or maybe not bringing out Little Blue. There might still be a red frozen here. So maybe we elected to not play over it. And this Kid, of course, was rested. We were able to swing over it unbelievably easy because our opponent dumped their entire hand earlier. We're going to take 2 damage. And we're going to play a chopper. I'm not 100% sure what's happening to the board state. I think there's still a frozen red here is what happened. We had to play over it with the chopper because we were a little scared of dying, I guess. Just because if we don't have a blocker, honestly, I think, yeah, I guess there were numbers that we could have died. But I think at this point we drew for turn and we just conceded as the Bonnie. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to go ahead and try and watch a second Reiju match. Okay, so here we're going to have a Reiju versus a Smoker. Again, both of these players being around 3 billion bounty, so around top 100 on the ladder. And it looks like both players elected to keep. The Reiju starting off with a Sanji to look at the top 5 while also having a Black Maria, a Stage, a Little Red, and a Sora in hand. So pretty good hand, I would say. Where the Smoker going second has 2 Sanjis, a blocker, and 2 Otamas. Or actually, rather, the Smoker did mulligan and the Reiju kept. Yeah, because this is not a great hand. So we're going to go ahead and grab a big pink and pass turn here. Reiju being honestly a super cool deck. I'm a big fan of Reiju. My favorite thing in all of card games is to have a lot of cards. And Reiju, you know, says draw 3, so that lets you have a lot of cards. So I'm a big fan. We're gonna go ahead and pitch a big pink with the Stage to grab a big pink. This Stage is rested. And again, please give me a ton of feedback on if you guys like these replays. It's gonna allow me to make a lot of content. Honestly, I'm gonna have so many more videos for you guys. But if you don't enjoy them while there's still these bugs, we'll put them on the back burner. But playing the Sanji, attaching a Dawn to us, gives us 2 more Dawn that we restand, so we're able to swing 7 with our Smoker while playing a 6K body. We're going to go ahead and Porsche, grabbing a Foxy. We'll go ahead and draw into a Sanji. And then we'll play out Little Red into Big Red. There does seem to be some issues specifically with Little Red and Big Red. For some reason, when Little Red plays Big Red, it doesn't want to put it on board. Seems to work for the other two colors. I'm not exactly sure why it doesn't for little red, but it's fine. We're able to go ahead and draw 2 off of this Reiju. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Was on my honorable mentions for top 10 cards in the game. If you guys watched that video, shoutouts to y'all. We're going to go ahead and swing twice, and we're just going to counter both. We really want to sit around 5 cards in hand, which I do believe we have 4 because this is a visual bug. But we want to sit around that number so that way we can go ahead and reload with this little pink. And we're going to go ahead and draw Judge here. We're sitting at 7 Dawn, so probably not going to play it this turn, but could easily play it next turn. We'll go ahead and swing 5 at 4, and they'll go ahead and... they drew a card, so this is dead, I think. So yeah, just again, some visual bugs going on. We'll go ahead and swing this Ichiji. We'll go ahead and play this Black Maria, which is going to help us ramp. And then I imagine we're going to play the little pink. I'm not exactly sure what happened this turn, to be completely honest. Okay, we're going to counter with the little pink, because we should have another big pink engrave. So I'm not 100% sure why we didn't play that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and Hody Jones, resting, swinging at the big pink. We're just really trying to play some board control here because we're so low on life. And we don't have a kid, right? So we're very much at risk of dying. I don't believe one of these Sanjis is on the board. We swung over one of them. We're going to go ahead and poke 5 at life, which will, of course, be met with a 1k counter. We're going to go ahead and swing 7, which is going to be met with only 1 card. So I think we block 2k'd. I think we block 2k'd there. So now we're going to go ahead and judge, which is going to allow us to go uber wide and draw 3 cards, after discarding 2, of course. So, this is going to take a lot of Dawn from us, but we'll be able to re-ramp it with the Black Maria anyways. So we'll still start our next turn at 10 Dawn. And this judge is actually going to play a real role. Not just being an AK body, but preventing our opponent from keeping Dawn up for things like Rad Beam, the new Punk Hazard event. Okay, so now we're going to start with a 7 at life and we'll take. I wonder if they're ever going to try and get shisty enough to go for game. If they were planning on it, though, definitely they're feeling a little thwarted. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and Beckman. Again, one of these is not on board, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm not exact. What? Yeah, I'm not sure. This is definitely a little bit glitched. I'm not exactly sure what's on their board. I'm guessing these 2 are not. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and swing 7. And they're going to go ahead and give us 2 2Ks, so they're down to 1 card in hand, I believe. So now all we have to do is just continue swinging 7s. And they're going to block, and then we're going to swing 8, and they're going to block. So I think they only have... Okay, they have no more blockers on board. We're going to swing it all with Black Maria and get the win. So again, obviously this is not super polished. It will get better. Let me know if you guys still enjoy it, even with the glitches, or if you really want me to focus more on like the regular replays that we've been doing. Yeah, please let me know. I'm super excited about the future. You guys are going to get a lot more content from me as the replay viewer exists. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.